Fear is a tool.
Get ready for the superhero movies coming in 2025 and 2026. With a bunch of epic returns and cool new adaptations on the way, we've got all the details you need. Whether you're all about Marvel or DC or want something entirely fresh, we've got you. Captain America: Brave New World, February 14, 2024. In 2025, Sam Wilson will step into the Captain America role on the big screen for the first time. We saw his journey to becoming Cap in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where he faced a lot of challenges. Now, it's his chance to show us what he's got as the new First Avenger. Captain America: Brave New World is being written by Malcolm Spellman, who also worked on the Disney Plus series, and directed by Julius Ona. The film is described as a paranoid thriller, with Sam finding himself caught up in an international crisis. He'll need to figure out a global conspiracy before the real villain, possibly Red Hulk, Thaddeus Ross, played by Harrison Ford, causes chaos. With Ross now the U.S. president, his transformation into Red Hulk could be a major headache for the government. New enemies include Tim Blake Nelson, returning as the super smart leader, who might be behind some dangerous sleeper agents. Giancarlo Esposito will play a mysterious mercenary with a machine gun, though his character isn't confirmed yet. Also appearing are Liv Tyler as Betty Ross, Danny Ramirez as the new Falcon, Carl Lumbly reprising his role from the series, Shira Haas as Israeli superhero Sabra, and Rosa Salazar. Thunderbolts, May 2, 2025. Thunderbolts feels like the culmination of years of Marvel Cinematic Universe storytelling, a film that wouldn't exist without all the previous stories. In 2025, we'll see if everything we've been building up to actually pays off. The movie, based on the comic team of the same name, will feature a roster of anti-heroes and former villains from across the MCU. Expect to see Bucky Barnes, Yelena Belova, John Walker, Ghost, Red Guardian, and more, all under the guidance of Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Ayo Edebiri and Stephen Yeun were originally cast, but had to drop out due to scheduling conflicts. Geraldine Viswanathan will replace Edebiri, and Lewis Pullman will take over for Yeun. We don't know exactly what the Thunderbolts will be up to, but it's expected to be a high-energy, action-packed movie, similar to Suicide Squad but in the MCU. The film's release date was moved from Christmas 2024 to May 2, 2025. As for the asterisk in the title, Kevin Feige has hinted that we'll find out more after the movie premieres. Superman, July 11, 2025. In November 2022, James Gunn took the reins as co-head of DC Studios, kicking off a new era for DC's superhero films. The first major result of this shift will be Superman, previously called Superman Legacy, hitting theaters in 2025. This will be Superman's first solo film since Man of Steel over a decade ago. Gunn, who wrote and directed the film, is introducing a younger version of Superman, setting the stage for a fresh take on the DC universe. David Corenswet will play the new Superman, with Rachel Brosnahan from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel as Lois Lane. The cast also includes Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern Guy Gardner, Skylar Gisondo as Jimmy Wilson, Wendell Pierce as Perry White, and Isabel Merced as Hawkgirl. Anthony Carrigan will portray Metamorpho. Maria Gabriela de Faria is Angela Spica the Engineer. Eddie Cathegi is Mr. Terrific, and Sarah Sampaio will play Lex Luthor's henchwoman, Eve Teschmacher. The Fantastic Four, July 25, 2025. After a long wait and lots of speculation, Marvel Studios is finally bringing the Fantastic Four into the MCU, with the project first announced in 2019. This iconic superhero team has had a rough history with movies, but with the MCU's track record, there's hope for a great adaptation. We don't have many details about the plot, except that it's set in an alternate 1960s New York. The cast was revealed on Valentine's Day 2024. Pedro Pascal will play Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby will be Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn will star as Johnny Storm, and Eben Moss-Bacharach will portray Ben Grimm. Julia Garner will appear as the Silver Surfer, Ralph Ineson as Galactus, and Natasha Lyonne, John Malkovich, and Paul Walter Hauser will play undisclosed roles. Matt Shakman, known for WandaVision, is directing, taking over from John Watts. Mortal Kombat 2, October 24, 2025. Get ready for more intense Mortal Kombat action with Mortal Kombat 2, hitting IMAX on October 24, 2025. The first movie, released during the chaotic COVID year of 2021, pulled in $83 million and became Max's most streamed movie at the time. Expect even bigger numbers for the sequel. Picking up where the last film left off, Cole Young is off recruiting new fighters for the Mortal Kombat tournament. Johnny Cage, a fan favorite from the games, is joining the roster, played by Carl Urban of The Boys. Returning cast members include Jessica McNamee, Mehcad Brooks, Ludi Lin, Tadanobu Asano, Chin Han, Josh Lawson, Max Wong, Joe Taslim, and Hiroyuki Sanada. New faces in the sequel include Adeline Rudolph as Katana, Tati Gabrielle as Jade, Martin Ford as Shao Kahn, Damon Harriman as Quan Chi, Anathu Nguyen as Queen Sindel, and Desmond Kayam as King Jared. Jeremy Slater, known for Moon Knight, wrote the script, and Simon McQuoid is back to direct the action-packed and gory fight scenes. Blade, November 7, 2025. We're pretty skeptical that Blade will make its November 2025 release date. Marvel hasn't officially moved it to 2026 yet, but it seems likely. Since its announcement in 2019, Blade has seen two directors, Bassam Tariq and Jan Demange, come and go, and has cycled through 6 different screenwriters, including Stacey Osei Kuffour, Beau DeMaio, Michael Starbury, Nick Pizzolatto, Michael Green, and Eric Pearson. The film's plot has undergone multiple changes. There were talks of a version set in the 1920s, another featuring a massive train set, and even one where Blade was a minor character in a female-led narrative. Some drafts reportedly had just 2 action scenes, which is pretty sparse for a superhero film. Despite these hurdles, Mahershala Ali is still set to star as Blade, though he's reportedly frustrated with the delays. Mia Goth is still attached to the movie, but Aaron Pierre and Delroy Lindo are no longer involved. With no director or finalized script in sight, it's looking like Blade might get pushed to a 2026 or 2027 release. We'll keep an eye out for any updates from Marvel. Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, May 1st, 2026. The film, which was previously called Kang Dynasty, is still on track but remains one of Marvel's most mysterious upcoming projects. With Jonathan Majors officially out as Kang following his legal issues, Marvel might recast the role. The movie has gone through several changes in directors and writers, so things might shift further. As of now, Avengers 5 is slated for release on May 1st, 2026. Initially, it was set for 2025, with Secret Wars following in 2026. However, Secret Wars is now scheduled for May 7th, 2027. The delay is partly due to the increasing number of Marvel projects and the addition of Disney Plus series and characters from Fox. The cast is still up in the air, but it's expected that familiar faces will return. Doctor Strange and Ant-Man are likely candidates given their connections with Kang. We might also see the Fantastic Four, Shang-Chi, the new Black Panther, Ironheart, Daredevil, and possibly the Young Avengers, including characters like Kate Bishop and Kamala Khan. The film currently lacks a director, as Destin Daniel Cretton stepped down to focus on other projects. Michael Waldron, known for Loki and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, is writing the script. Plot details are scarce, but the film will likely explore the aftermath of Kang's defeat in Quantumania. Kang, who was exiled to the quantum realm, may still pose a threat, and the TVA's investigation into Kang variants might play a role. The storyline could draw from the comic series The Kang Dynasty, where Kang takes over Earth and battles the Avengers. Masters of the Universe live action, June 5th, 2026. The long-awaited live-action adaptation of Masters of the Universe has cast its He-Man. Nicholas Galitzine, known for his roles in Marion George and Red, White and Royal Blue, has been chosen to play the iconic hero. Variety reports that Galitzine will wield the power sword in the film, produced by Amazon MGM Studios. After nearly 2 decades of development struggles, the project is now making headway. Travis Knight, the director of Bumblebee, will helm the movie, with a script penned by Chris Butler, known for Paranorman. The film is scheduled for release on June 5, 2026. Julie Rappaport, head of film production and development at Amazon MGM Studios, expressed enthusiasm for the project. "We're thrilled to bring the beloved Masters of the Universe to life, and couldn't be more excited to announce the immensely talented Nicholas Galitzine as our He-Man. This reintroduction of the character and his universe will be an epic film that will delight audiences from here to Eternia. Despite being the first 1980s toy-based property to transition to live action, Masters of the Universe has faced numerous delays. The original 1987 film, starring Dolph Lundgren and Frank Langella, was a commercial failure and did not lead to a sequel. Over the years, various directors, including McG and John Chu, were attached to the project, but none came to fruition. Recently, a Netflix adaptation with Kyle Allen as He-Man and directors Adam and Aaron Nee was cancelled after $30 million was spent on development. Galitzine, who has previously played royalty in Cinderella and Red, White, and Royal Blue, will now take on the role of He-Man. He is also known for his role as George Villiers in the Starz miniseries Mary and George and as Hayes Campbell in The Idea of You. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, June 26, 2026. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, a highly anticipated film in James Gunn and Peter Safran's revamped DC Universe, has received an official release date. Warner Bros. Announced that the film will premiere in theaters on June 26, 2026. The film, directed by Craig Gillespie, known for Cruella and I, Tonya, will feature Millie Alcock, the breakout star of House of the Dragon, in the role of Supergirl. Anna Nogueira is penning the script. This release date gives us an early glimpse into the DC Universe's release schedule. The only other confirmed release date for Gunn and Safran's DC Universe, excluding Elseworlds titles like Joker Folie à Deux and The Batman Part 2, is for Superman, which is set to debut a year earlier on July 11, 2025. With only 2 confirmed dates so far, it's possible that the DC Universe will follow a pattern of one major release each summer. Further details about Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow are still emerging. The film draws inspiration from the recent limited series by Tom King and Bilquis Evely, where Kara Zor-El grapples with finding purpose in her life. The story shifts dramatically when an alien girl seeks Supergirl's help to exact revenge on those who destroyed her world. Gunn has hinted that this version of Supergirl will be much more hardcore than previous portrayals. The Batman Part 2, October 2, 2026. The Batman was released in March 2022, ushering in a new era for The Dark Knight. Here's everything to know about The Batman Part 2, including updates on the Joker's possible inclusion and the spin-off shows. Directed by Matt Reeves from a screenplay by him and Peter Craig, The Batman joins Robert Pattinson's DC hero in his second year as Gotham City's vigilante. The ending of The Batman definitely left scope for a sequel, and the overwhelmingly positive reception to this latest iteration of the Caped Crusader made The Batman 2 feel almost guaranteed. While initially conceived to stand alone, the ending of The Batman set it up as the perfect movie to usher in a Batman-centered cinematic universe, including The Batman 2, as well as several possible spin-off shows. While The Batman 2 isn't on DC's immediate release slate, Matt Reeves is reportedly hard at work on a sequel. Here's everything to know about The Batman Part 2, including who in the cast might return, the sequel's release date, and if the Barry Cohen iteration of the Joker will finally get more screen time. Much of the latest news regarding The Batman Part 2 focuses around the various rumors regarding the DC movie that DC Universe co-CEO James Gunn has debunked over the past few months. With new information for the upcoming DC movie being scarce, much speculation has occurred in the past year, leading to several notable rumors being put down by James Gunn on social media. Gunn discredited rumors that Boyd Holbrook was cast as Two-Face in the movie in March 2024. He then let audiences know that the third Batman movie would not be filmed back-to-back with the second when the rumor arose in June 2024, and addressed cancellation fears regarding The Batman Part 2 in the same month, reassuring audiences that the film was still being made despite few recent updates. With production updates being understandably scarce while the sequel is still being written, as matters like casting and filming need to wait for the story to be finalized, these posts provide a helpful way to get a better idea of what to expect for the film at a time when more tangible information seemingly isn't incoming for some time. Gunn's willingness to respond to questions about the movie also suggests it's in safe hands, as he appears to demonstrate a respect for the Elseworlds Batman series even as he begins construction on the DCU iteration of The Dark Knight. There is still plenty left unknown about The Batman 2, including who the central villain or villains will be and what supporting cast will join Robert Pattinson in the upcoming sequel. With filming not yet begun, it's unlikely audiences will see any kind of trailer until late 2024 at the earliest. However, there is likely to be a steady stream of casting news and teasers in the intervening time to help build anticipation for The Batman Part 2. The Batman was initially scheduled for a summer 2021 release. During James Gunn's announcement on the DC Universe's future, he provided an initial release date of October 3, 2025. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem Sequel, October 9, 2026. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem breathed new life into the iconic franchise, and a sequel, TMNT Mutant Mayhem 2, is already in the works. The 2023 film introduced the Turtles, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, and Raphael, alongside April O'Neil as they began their secret crime-fighting career in New York City. The movie, with its modern CGI animation and a cast of teenage voice actors who were relatively unknown, rejuvenated the TMNT universe. Recent updates from Seth Rogen, the co-writer and producer, reveal that production is moving smoothly. While the exact title of the sequel remains undisclosed, Rogen confirmed that an animatic has been completed and CGI work is underway. The film is slated for release on October 9, 2026. This 3-year gap between films is typical for CGI animations, reflecting the extensive care and detail involved in the production process. The sequel will feature the return of the main cast: Micah Abbey as Donatello, Shamon Brown Jr. as Michelangelo, Nicholas Cantu as Leonardo, Brady Noon as Raphael, and Jackie Chan as Splinter. Ayo Edebiri will return as April O'Neil, and Maya Rudolph will reprise her role as Cynthia Utrom. The storyline of TMNT Mutant Mayhem 2 is expected to include Shredder as the primary antagonist, potentially working with Cynthia and TCRI. The film will likely explore Shredder's motivations, which may be driven by personal vendettas or a quest for power. Additionally, the sequel will delve into Cynthia's true identity and goals. The new TMNT series on Paramount Plus is designed to fill in gaps between the movies, providing additional context and character development leading up to the sequel. The film will be directed by Jeff Rowe, produced by Point Grey Pictures, and distributed by Paramount Pictures. Further news includes teasers about Shredder's expanded role and Cynthia's objectives, with Seth Rogen hinting at exciting developments in the storyline. The new Paramount Plus series will help bridge the gap between the films, enhancing the Turtles' skills and preparing them for the challenges to come. Well, that's all for today. Which upcoming superhero movie are you most excited about? Share your thoughts in comments with us. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the latest in entertainment.